Hey, how's it going, everyone? Welcome to Finance with Avrin. If you're looking to earn extra cash just for opening a checking account and possibly finding a new account that you like, Truist Bank $400 bonus offer might be perfect for you. And also something that's awesome, I have a bank bonus organization tool that I have made that I use personally, available now for you all for free. I have a link to it down in the description. That's right, where you can download it and use it for your bank bonuses to keep yourself organized and on track. And it's a great tool that I've been using it, and I've adjusted it and edited some to be more beneficial, more detailed, to help you all stay on track with these bank bonuses and help myself as well. Hope you enjoy it and you find it useful if you decide to use it. In this video, we're going to explore the requirements and benefits of this limited time promotion with the fine print and the details presented in a clear and informative way. And I actually applied for this account and a bonus with Truist Bank before, but did not receive my bonus because of a crucial mistake I made. I'll tell you about that when we get to that section. However, I have recently applied for this offer and bonus again, so I'll tell you about my process of opening the account. But first, let's start with eligibility, because very important. If you're not eligible for this offer and this bonus, then following the rest of the steps won't matter. Who can apply for this bonus in this account? This bonus is for new personal checking customers only and U.S. residents with a valid taxpayer ID. And you must be 18 years of age or older. Also, there are certain eligible states for this offer that you must have a residential address in. And those eligible states are Alabama, Arkansas, Florida, Georgia, Indiana, Kentucky, Maryland, Mississippi, North Carolina, New Jersey, Ohio, Pennsylvania, South Carolina, Tennessee, Texas, Virginia, West Virginia, and Washington, D.C. So you must have a residential address in one of those areas to be eligible for this bonus. And one thing that happened when I applied for this account a couple of years ago is that they had me actually come into a physical location because they wanted to see my ID and verify some things. So that may possibly happen to you. And now recently, when I applied for this account in May of 2025, I have not had any kind of message telling me that I needed to come in to verify some information or anything like that. So thankfully, I was close to different Truist physical locations. So that's something to keep in mind. I still am close to Truist locations. However, they did not have a message for me to come in this time when I opened the account. So that right there is who can apply in the eligible areas. Now let's get into who is not eligible for this offer. If you are an existing Truist checking account holder, you would not be eligible for this offer. Also, customers who have closed a Truist checking account after May 1st, 2024 would not be eligible for this offer, as well as Truist employees, directors, and officers. So if you fall in one of those categories right there, then you would not be eligible for this offer. And so with me, I've had a Truist account before, like I stated. However, that was back in 2023 actually, and I closed it in 2023. So with that being said, I would be eligible for this offer because I closed the account before May 1st, 2024. Now let's move on to step number one. And step number one is going to be opening your account. Now the promotional period for this bonus is from May 1st, 2025 through October 29th, 2025. So you definitely want to make sure you open your account by October 29th, 2025. And sometimes they renew these offers, and sometimes they renew these promotions and extend that date out. If I notice that by that time that this rolled, if I notice that once this offer expires, if I notice that happened with this account, I'll leave a comment down in the comment section and pin it to the top. That's how I've done with several other bank bonus videos before in the past. So definitely keep that in mind. So definitely look out. So that's something to be aware of. And And sometimes they also will change other things with the requirements. But right now, this is the bonus promotion details as they are. So yes, that promotional period is May 1st through October 29th, 2025. And this is an online application only. So you must apply online for this account to receive this bonus. And the promotion code that you need to enter is right there on the screen as you see it. It is Truist25DC400. So once again, that promo code is TRUIST25DC400. However, when you open the account from the promotion page, that promo code is going to be automatically embedded in your application. So as you see, as I was applying for the account, I took a picture of this. I just went through the process of opening the account through the promotional page, and that promo code was already in that section. And I'll have a link down to this promotional page for this checking account offer in the description of the video that'll take you right to this page. Or also you can Google like Truist Bank sign up bonus, Truist Bank checking account bonus, $400, something like that. Google, Bing, Yahoo. who that, whatever. And then you'll likely land on a link that will get you to this page. Also, there's an initial deposit requirement of $50 minimum when you're opening this account. And you can pay that minimum deposit through an external bank transfer. So you could transfer the money from another bank account, or you can also make that deposit with a debit card or credit card, as you see there on the screen. And also, you actually don't have to make that initial deposit right there at the time that you're opening the account. You can skip that for later. However, it is stated, as you see, I want to take a picture of this as well, any accounts without a deposit made within 62 days will be closed out. So that's something to keep in mind. You do definitely want to make that minimum deposit sooner than later. You don't want to have your account closed because, of course, if it's closed, then you wouldn't be eligible for this offer. Now, that is step number one of obtaining this offer. It's opening the account. Let's move on to step number two. Step number two is going to be setting up your direct deposits. And in this new Truist checking account of yours, you must receive at least 2 qualifying direct deposits totaling $1,000 or more within 120 days of account opening. So you definitely want to make sure you meet all 3 of those requirements, at least 2 direct deposits, and they must total at least $1,000 or more. So it doesn't have to be like $500 for each qualifying direct deposit to meet that $1,000. You can split it however you see fit, and you can make more than 2 qualifying direct deposits to get that $1,000 or more that you need. It doesn't have to meet that $1,000 after 2 qualifying direct deposits. So however many deposits you need to get to receive at least $1,000 in that new Truist checking account, but you definitely want to make sure you make at least 2 qualifying direct deposits. And all this must be done within 120 days of account opening. Now, these qualified deposits must be electronic credits of salary, pension, or other regular income via the ACH transfer, which is automated clearinghouse transfers. That's a typical way that money is moved electronically, to your bank account. Now, specifically for these direct deposits, I want to tell you what exactly is a qualifying direct deposit, so no mistakes are made in this area. Now, what counts as a direct deposit? Eligible deposits are going to be salary payments, pension deposits, Social Security payments, and regular monthly income via ACH. Those are automatic clearinghouse payments. Now, it doesn't have to be monthly income. It can also be, weekly or bi-weekly, however often you get paid, but some kind of regular income that you receive in your account. And you don't have to deposit your whole amount that you get paid from your employer into this new Truist checking account. You can deposit a percentage of your check, a certain dollar amount of your check, whatever you need to do to have at least 2 direct deposits equaling $1,000 or more within 120 days. Now, there are some things that you can do with this account that are not eligible as qualifying direct deposits though. And those include person-to-person payments like Zelle, branch or ATM deposits, mobile deposits, and online transfers. So these kind of transfers right here would not be eligible as a qualifying direct deposit for this offer. And also keep in mind some of the small print requirements for direct deposits is that they must be greater than $5. And also it must be an electronic ACH credit. And also it must come from an employer or agency. So that's step number 2, meeting the requirements for the qualifying direct deposits. Let's move on to step number 3. Step number 3 is going to be receiving your bonus. Now, you definitely have to make sure to receive your bonus, you want to meet all the requirements. So you need to complete the account opening and direct deposit requirements within that time frame. And now there's going to be a verification process by Truist. When Truist does this, you're not going to know. They're just going to do this in the background after the requirements are met. So after you meet the requirements of opening the account and having the direct deposit amounts within that time frame, Truist is going to just randomly verify your account to make sure you're qualified for this bonus. And then if you meet all the requirements and your account is validated during that verification process, then you will receive that $400 deposited into your Truist One checking account within 4 weeks after that verification. Now, one thing that's very important that you'll see right there at the bottom of the screen is that accounts must remain open with a balance of at least 1 cent until the reward is deposited. So you need to keep a positive balance in this account. I would say pretty much at all times, definitely after you meet the direct deposit requirements. When you direct deposit an amount into this Truist checking account, you can transfer it out to another bank account as you see fit, wherever you wanted to send it, like normal, an external bank transfer. However, once you meet that $1,000 or more, keep something in this account. They say at least 1 cent. I like to keep a few dollars and stuff like that in these accounts. I would keep $5, $10, whatever you need to see fit, but at least 1 cent in this account. You need to keep that in this account because this is where I made a mistake the first time with this bonus and this offer. I was moving around money so much, with these bank bonuses. I had a couple of accounts going, checking them out. And I had a balance of 0 in this account after I met the direct deposit requirements. And I wasn't sure when they did their verification process, but at the time that they did it, I had that 0 balance in this account. And I tried to move money back into this account, but it was too late. I had received an email stating that they had checked my account and that I did not meet the requirements to receive the bonus. And where did I mess up at? Not having a balance of at least 1 cent in the account. Yeah, I'm laughing at that now, just looking back, because that's just ridiculous, because I was making videos on these bonuses. So that just tells you got to pay attention to the details. This time around, however, I'm definitely going to keep a positive balance in this account to receive this bonus. So I definitely wanted to highlight that part right there, because I made the mistake in the past of failing that step and I did not receive the bonus because of it. So I want to make sure you receive the bonus if you're signing up for this account and following the steps, and I'm going to as well this time. So yeah, those are the steps to receive your bonus, because it's not just, meeting the requirements and sitting back. You need to make sure a couple things. Keep that account open and keep a balance of at least 1 cent until your reward is deposited. Once you get that reward bonus, then you can do with the account as you please, as far as transferring all the money out or closing it, whatever you want to do with it. Now, some important considerations to keep in mind when it comes to this offer and this bonus is that there are tax implications, of course. Truist may report the bonus to the IRS, and any taxes are your responsibility. Likely, you'll receive that 1099-MISC form in the mail the following year after you receive the bonus, and it's something you're going to need to input in your taxes. If you've done these before, if you do your own taxes, then you're aware of this, you know the process of that. If you don't do your own taxes, then you'll just need to take that 1099 form that you receive from Truist to whoever's doing your taxes, and they'll know what to do with it, take it from there. So something to keep in mind with that. Now, also, this is a one-time offer. This promotion applies only once per checking account and per client. And also account status. Like I was telling you in the previous step, your account must be open and in good standing to receive this bonus. And that good standing means, no negative balance, no fraudulent, issues going on, nothing, just in good standing. Keep it in good standing. Don't do anything too weird with this account. Just get your direct deposits. If you want to transfer some out, do that. Keep it open, keep a positive balance. Now, also timeline awareness. So mark your calendar or put the dates in that spreadsheet so you'll meet that 120-day qualification period. And now with this account, something to keep in mind that I want to make sure you avoid is that monthly maintenance fee of $12. And these are the ways you can avoid that fee. Now, there's an age-based waiver. There is no fee if you're under 25 years old or 62 and older. Also, there is no fee for students until graduation. Now, if you maintain a total account balance of $500 or more in any Truist related accounts across personal deposits and all investments, then you would not receive that $12 monthly maintenance fee. And now your combined balance is the sum of all balances within the Truist personal deposit accounts, including a checking account, savings account, money market accounts or CDs, IRAs, or brokerage accounts introduced through Truist Investment Services. So if your total combined balance throughout those is $500 or more, then you would not receive that $12 monthly maintenance fee. Also, you can avoid that $12 monthly maintenance fee if you make qualifying direct deposits of $500 or more per statement cycle. So that's going to be monthly basically. So if you make qualifying direct deposits of $500 or more total in the month, then you would not receive that $12 monthly maintenance fee for that statement cycle for that month. Also, some other ways you can avoid that $12 fee is if you have a Truist credit card, mortgage, consumer loan, or linked small business checking account. Any of those that you have with Truist would also lead you to being able to have that $12 monthly maintenance fee waived for the Truist One Checking account. So those are some ways to avoid that $12 fee. Definitely want to tell you about that for during this process of obtaining the bonus and after if you decide to keep this account. Those right there are the ways to avoid that fee. And that is it with my video on the Truist Bank $400 new checking account sign up bonus. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Take care.